Today I've got a chance to talk to the Romanian journalist, which name is Tudor, and he's working for the CNN partner television right here in Bucharest. Thank you so much for your time and for your ability to talk with me today. And we will be talking today about the everyday life of Romanian people and how it changed when the invasion of Russia to Ukraine started. First of all, how does the everyday life of Romanian people right here change when it started?
Well, I wasn't actually here when it started, so in February 2022. I was abroad for university, but my family was here, and they told me about the really stressful atmosphere and sort of panic, that they had to deal with because a lot of people thought they were going to have to leave the country. They went and queued for passports, thinking they would have to escape abroad. And many people genuinely thought that the prospect of a Russian invasion in Romania too was very much possible. Although we are a part of NATO, although we've got some of the biggest American military bases in Europe stationed over here, and we've got large American contingents of American soldiers, they were still very scared that the war could expand to Romania as well. And that didn't really die down. It kind of stayed with us for the duration of the war. And people were, they displayed great solidarity when Ukrainian refugees started coming here. And as you might know, Romania was, I think alongside Poland, was one of the European countries that provided the most support to Ukrainian refugees, because historically we have known what it's like to face Russian aggression, so obviously when that hit other people, then we dropped everything else and tried to, rush to the rescue.
From like a perspective as a journalist or as a citizen as well, right here in Bucharest, have you met any refugees personally? Have you talked to them? What are you like thinking? How do they feel right here in Romania? Do they feel safe?
And I haven't personally spoken to a Ukrainian refugee in Romania, not that I recall, but as far as I know, Romanian people, I don't think hate crimes are genuinely a thing here. I don't think people would feel strongly enough, like your average Romanian, I don't think they would feel strongly enough about this to actually go out and do something violently against Ukrainian people, or especially refugees. I don't think that is the case.
Is there any organization that you can donate to, or you can help directly to Ukrainians, or maybe right now no, but maybe in the beginning of the invasion?
Yeah, as I said, back then there were many, and you could offer yourself to do volunteer work at those stations that I told you about, where the refugees were being received, and they were also handed out some small amount of money, some food, if they had a immediate need of it or immediate need of shelter. Also, there were schools for Ukrainian refugees in many towns in Romania, like schools that people set up, like the local communities, to teach them Romanian. For those of them that actually wanted to stay and live here, or not knowing when the war is going to end, they will have to learn the language eventually, right? So there were refugee centers with this kind of schools and activities for kids, in many of our cities, especially the ones along the border. All of society really mobilized, and anyone who wanted to do any kind of work or donate money or do volunteer work for those organizations obviously could, and many people did.